Our final point tonight, we have poked a lot of fun at pandemic enthusiasts, those people who love the power the pandemic gives them, either political or personal power, and they just can't seem to give it up. But there is a new group who doesn't want the pandemic to end, or at the very least, they don't want to give up the perks. It is the pajama class, upper and middle class workers who can want to continue working from home in their pajamas. And let's be honest, who can blame them? Recent surveys show the pandemic 15 of weight gain is real, and buying new office clothes are indeed expensive. Apple employees say they'll quit over Tim Cook's return to office push. FRTO. RTO is tech talk for return to office. Like we said, who can blame them? Delivering 80% performance for 100% pay is a really good deal, especially when you don't have to get dressed, buy new clothes, or travel. It is a great deal. And they don't really have to return to work. Under Apple's plan, Wednesdays and Fridays are still optional, and you're allowed 4 remote weeks a year. And yes, there are many still complaining. For all the talk about divides in America, the pandemic exacerbated the class divide in a way we have never seen. 46% of those making more than $100,000 a year got to work from home. Compare that to only 18% making $80,000 or less. Quite simply, working from home is a luxury of the rich and the better educated. Only 22% of those with a high school diploma can work from home, compared to 62% with a bachelor's degree. Class divides like this are bad. Just consider the French or Russian Revolution. It never really works out all that well for the pajama class. America's elite would be well served being just a little more humble about their demands. As we reported Wednesday night, that lesson is lost on young Goldman Sachs bankers, those in their young 20s who don't want to go back to the office. Junior Goldman Sachs bankers threatened to quit over 5 days a week office rule. That's also from the New York Post. When we say most entitled, we mean it. Starting salary for bankers at Goldman is $110,000. Their average bonus last year hit over $250,000 for starting bankers. Here's Heather Gardner from Wednesday's program defending the young Goldman revolutionaries who indeed are ready to fight for their rights.
I mean, when you're talking about people who are quitting, they are voluntarily not accepting money. So when you say that it's a class issue, and you pointed out their salaries, they're over $100,000, and their bonuses, well, clearly that's not enough. And clearly that's not important to them. I don't mean that it's not enough money. I mean that it's not enough importance to them to not look elsewhere and voluntarily quit this incredibly high-paying job.
Yeah. It's worth asking how we got here. That's Lollapalooza. The group of people we are talking about had it pretty good over the past 30 years, from cheap cell phones and social media to relative peace and economic prosperity. It is not their fault. The pajama class never endured the hardships of previous generations. There was no World War II, no Vietnam, no Great Depression, not even a Cold War, so they understood what hardship and sacrifice looked like. They think going to the office is a hardship. We know this because Apple CEO Tim Cook, with his inclusive, nurturing style, and Goldman CEO David Solomon, known for brutal work hours and expectations, couldn't be more different executives. Yet they both face revolts for the same clearly unreasonable demand of wanting workers to actually come to work. The old adage has proved true. Good times have produced soft people. As we exit the pandemic, we are in dangerous times, economically with inflation, culturally with bathroom wars, and across the globe with China and Russia. Bari Weiss recently wrote of the war in Ukraine, "We are not yet in an actual war. I pray we never are. But that doesn't mean we aren't in an ideological one. We are, and have been for a while now. And it is one that we, heirs to the Enlightenment and the American experiment, are losing very badly. We are losing because we are unserious." There is no greater proof of entitled and unserious than playing the victim because you have to go to the office. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.